Yes, I am.
Awesome! Christian's ready. Right club audience for the last and final time tonight. Are you ready? Christian Perfas with Fall! And 3, 2, 1, begin now.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. We've all heard this before. A seemingly innocent nursery rhyme of indefinite origin, passed around preschool to preschool with nary a care in the world, until we learn of its more sinister roots. When we learn that the ring in the rhyme refers to the rounded reddish rash symptomatic of the 14th century common killer, the Black Plague. The posies, or flowers, being the infected's attempt at protection. The ashes, or occasionally iterated as achus, an onomatopoeia of the victim sneezing, gasping, wheezing, and of course, the fall being the end of it all. How apropos this child's chant be, to act as a metaphor for fall itself, in that it is fall. Snooze. It is false news, it is fake, it is lies, it is misrepresentation of the facts. You are wrong. I mean, it's 2019, you should be used to it by now. This nursery rhyme is not a harbinger of death and despair, but an expression of free will frivolity. It was first published in the late 1800s in Kate Greenaway's literary collection for children, Mother Goose and the Old Nursery Rhymes, over 5 centuries after the infamous outbreak. Furthermore, modern folklorists suspect that its lyrics are actually more closely tied to religious bans on dancing by Protestants in the 19th century. Ipso facto, Ring Around the Rosy is more footloose than fever. Rightus clubbists hear this ruckus, fall is more freedom than fear. We have been taught to fear fall. To fear that which we cannot control. It could be our demise, our downfall. See, there it is again. A negative through line in our conversations and our context. Like walk, don't run. You might trip and fall. Oh, me and Janice don't make eye contact anymore. We had a falling out. So I'm writing this LOTR fanfiction, except mine is in space, and I'm creating this new class of Orc Paladin hybrid knights, and I'm gonna call them the Fallen. We speak so ill of fall. Hell, I'd even fallen victim to it too. Creatures of habit all, myself included. But a couple things off the top. A, we, as a species of being that for some reason was granted autonomous thought and self-awareness, have a fucking awful track record of delineating what is good and bad for ourselves. And B, whenever we try to control all of our own outcomes, we usually end up making a shit hell of a lot worse for ourselves than if we had just trusted that things would have worked out alright without us over-obsessing. Meaning that falling is scary, but it is also necessary. Despite our self-preservation instinct screaming Bloody Mary. Falling is necessary to understand the need to be patient and practiced. We learn most from our failures. We did not know how to take our time until our first fall, first break of skin and blood spilt over pavement. Sure, it hurt. Falling can and often is a lesson in pain, after all. But it is also a lesson in rising, in building character and experience, in taking more risks, in being alive. Best believe that fall is associated with some of the best things life has to offer, like the rush of a roller coaster, the anticipation of the drop, the rapid release of adrenaline, the exhilaration of lights and sound. How sad would it be if you took out the one thing that made it all worthwhile? That lack of control is what we often deny but are secretly satisfied by. Standing is a conscious effort to control one's body, to remain upright and balanced at all times. And while I can commend the diligence and discipline needed to maintain composure, to stand the constant strain put on knees and feet, I'll take my own stand to say that you don't stand in love or stand asleep. You fall into them. You embrace the accompanying chaos, the sweet release, that even if you don't know how to get there exactly, you know them when you're in them and you are in a state of bliss. They are not a product of pure will, but a surrender to serenity. And I'm not saying that some people haven't died from falls as well. But how many people do you know that are already dead weight standing still? You don't need to stop breathing to stop living, but a reacquaintance with gravity always helps us to reground ourselves. Fall can be our friend. If we accept that it comes with pumpkin spice cliches, we can also accept that it comes with an extraordinary explosion of chlorophyllc color. In some parts of the world, anyway. It comes with regrowth and renewal. With an exploration of new worlds, as various youth enter a new chapter in their academic side quests, still apparently oblivious to the futility of standardized education, but learning new things about life nonetheless. It comes with festivals and festivities, a once-a-year socially appropriate occasion to don the likeness of anyone or anything your heart desires, a chance to make family out of friends, or reconnect with blood relatives and politically incorrect uncles who get increasingly inebriated and vocal about their stance on transgender rights. Or or make family out of friends. And it comes with a reminder of change. That like the actual act of falling, much of life happens around us, without us, despite our best efforts. But we need not fall victim to a victim ideology. We can always be our own change makers. Make like Buzz Lightyear in the first Toy Story. Remind ourselves that even if we can't fly, we can always fall in style. And that they basically look at the same thing to the outside eye. And that even if you can't exert control over everyone and everything in our lives, if we learn to trust the powers that be, trust that with each fall will come a stronger spring, trust ourselves, things generally tend to fall into place. And I just want to fall low my own path. I want to fall into something that I explore myself, because every day can be a holiday. Every day can be something that I fall into with grace, with love, even if Jehovah or gods it be tell us that that is a religious fact. It doesn't need to be. If I just fall into my own season, notice that I am my own seasoning and my own spice, and that every day is a mystery. Every day doesn't need to be something that we can't fall into, that we can't go anywhere without courageousness, even when chicken legs and chicken parts are flying, that sometimes we just gotta proceed to be better. We just need to fall into what we love, whether it be basketball or magic, either on the court or on the screen, that sometimes we just have to live through the worst of it all. That sometimes things get worse, but that doesn't mean we can't fall into a lake of our dreams, that we can't tell someone that we shouldn't fucking hit our hands with razor cell phones, like gosh, just follow the rules. And sometimes we just need to stand for ourselves, stand and take a stance and take a chance on ourselves, because man, how great it would be if we could just learn to fall.
Christian Perfas, motherfuckers! Alright, here it is. Last and final time tonight. Alright, here we go. Your turn. Get on it. I know, I'm horny too. Let's do it. Christian Perfas! Alright, put it together, put your hands together, come on. This is the chance. Oh my god. I'm not gonna get any music on this one either, are we? We've already got a decision. Christian Perfas! That was a really great final round tonight, man. Thank you so much. Christian! Are you out of breath? I'm out of breath. Alright, there we go. What charity did you fucking win for tonight?
We donated to Create Now, which is a nonprofit organization used to provide arts education to at-risk youth and help them connect struggles, problems, people.
Giving kids art! We love kids having art. Right, Johnny Wallace? You did me blow the fuck over now. Get lit, kids doing much the same thing. So we kind of a little bit in, a little bit out, but one way or the other, we still fucking did. Can I get all my comedians up here tonight? Let's go. Here we go. Hey guys, we're gonna be here the second Monday of next month. Please come out. It's our last show of the year. We'd love to see you. We're also gonna do Unheard LA up in Pasadena. We would love to meet you all. So please come see 2 shows next year. Tonight we have Sheila Johnson, actress Cynthia Goff, Christian Perfas, Douglas Graham. We've got Bruno Malamano, my guru of sound, delaying at the door. Thank all my judges. You've been the audience. We've been fucking Right Club. Good night! Alright, folks. That's our show for this evening. We got to clean up this room. Stick around. We'd love to talk to you outside. Free music tonight. If you'd like to be a part of Right Club, come up and talk to us. Find us on Facebook. Find us at Right Club LA on Instagram. That's it, motherfuckers. We love you. Take it easy.